Welcome to the 2024 Sydney Chain Reaction Challenge. I'm Phil Liggett, the voice of cycling and a long-time supporter of the Chain Reaction Challenge Foundation. In the 2024 Sydney Challenge, the peloton spent a remarkable 7 days travelling through the breathtaking area of Victoria to raise funds for our incredible charity partners, Baptist Care Hope Street and So They Can. Join me as we delve into the inspiring journey they undertook.
We're at the start. It's been a long journey, 12 weeks, 16 weeks of training. We've had its fair moments out there. Day one, we leave the Docklands. We head out to King Lake, famous climb for any Victorian.
There were, I think, 12 first-timers, and having a lot of first-timers, I think it's great. Because we've got that standard group who sort of keep coming back, but we really like to have a lot of new people. Mostly, I really like doing it for our charity partners.
Over 25,000 Australian children under 18 are homeless. Baptist Care Hope Street aims to provide a chance for every child to thrive despite their circumstances. The 2024 Sydney Chain Reaction Challenge is more than a cycling event, it's a lifeline. It will support Baptist Care in offering safe housing, meals through the Breakfast Club, counselling, school supplies and care packages to vulnerable families in need. Funds raised will also support the incredible work of So They Can, who work with vulnerable communities in Kenya and Tanzania to educate and empower children and their families. Together, we'll support their children wellbeing program.
Started the day as the sun came up, leaving Docklands from the hotel, and it was pretty flat and cold. It took a while to get the legs going, and we just rode out through good roads generally, which were nice, and then it was pretty flat.
Till we get out of Melbourne, and that is going to be a little bit up and down, nice ride out to Ballarat. Really looking forward to it, actually, some nice country out there.
We had that little pinch in the middle going up to the windmills, which was a tough climb, 20%.
Suffering through a hill like that, you're thinking about the kids all the way, makes you push harder to get up to the top. Look at the kids.
Oh God, it was so hard.
You're so well looked after on Chain Reaction because the safety just increases exponentially every year. The improvements this year are, we've got satellite communications which support the two-way. We have air tags so we know where the bikes are at all times. And it's just a safe cocoon to ride in. We have a lead vehicle operated by Timmy, who is probably the best in the business there is. We have paramedics and doctors, we have a mechanic, Lukey, and we have a sag wagon at the back.
Chain Reaction introduces me to the most iconic rides in Australia. It's introduced me to the best bunch of people who I just look forward to seeing every year.
It's day 3, Chain Reaction for the Sydney ride. Another 130 kilometres lies in front of us today, about the 1,500 metres.
Really good camaraderie amongst the group, so we pull each other along. So it's wonderful.
We rolled out of Ballarat, out down the main street, absolutely wonderful stone buildings, and then it was into rolling hills. What an incredible part of the world. Into Daylesford, picturesque, wonderful. Back to the old gold town of Ballarat, where we are resting for a massive 200 kilometres tomorrow.
Day 4, Ballarat to Warrnambool, 200 kilometres. This will be my longest day in the saddle.
I think it's about a group. We've got to all get there to the end, and we've got to work together.
We were just riding past some great Australian countryside, up into some typical Aussie scrub forest. This is just the iconic sort of Australian farmland that we really never get a chance to see.
It's the longest I've ever done. Longest I've ever done is 147, so 200 today was pretty big.
Never done this before, and I'm definitely keen to be back next year, fitter and stronger, because it's a fabulous experience for a great cause.
Day 5, chain reaction, 12 apostles to Torquay. It's a really early start with some pretty breathtaking views, spectacular ocean vista with the 12 apostles behind it. It's beautiful to see, nice and early with the sun rising.
Had an amazing climb this morning. It was pretty tough, but we all got through it. Everyone supported each other. That's what the event's all about. But it's probably one of the best descents I've ever done. It was pretty fast. The scenery was just epic. And onto the Great Ocean Road, and wow, I mean, I've never had an experience like that before. That is just amazing. It was really very exciting. The scenery out to the right, the wind buffeting up against the coast. What an incredible day we've all had here with Chain Reaction. It's an amazing event.
We've been so proud of our peloton this year. They've done a tremendous job, not only on the road and their leadership and the way they've worked together and collaboratively as a group to finish off their 1,000 Ks in 7 days, but more importantly what they've done for fundraising and supporting our amazing charities.
We got Day 6 on Chain Reaction Foundation Day. It's going to be a beautiful ride, initially 40 Ks past the beach, around 13th Beach Road, looking at the Bass Strait, then over the ferry, scenic view, a little short sprint up a 6K climb.
In typical Chain Reaction fashion, there's always a challenge. So Tim set off with I think it was first past the post. Yeah, it's a good little pinch. I think 3 odd Ks and averaged 8%. Everyone got up safely.
Classic Melbourne, it just doesn't get any better than that. A very gentle roll, 70 kilometres, perfect tailwind, great bunch, everyone playing nice, cars were great. All the Chain Reaction team kept us safe. It was just a pleasure to see the views of the bay, beautiful mansions, classic old Melbourne, and here we are, 6 days down, 1 day to go.
Final day of Chain Reaction. Today we're out to the Denny Mountains, out in the east of Melbourne, out through the suburbs, big climb up to the top, then we bomb back down and I turn them around and make them climb back up again.
Hills aren't my favourite thing, but this is the last hurdle for the week and I'll just be doing everything to survive.
It's pretty brutal. I think it was something like a 13-kilometre climb.
Last day, past 1,000 Ks, 100 to go. I think I busted about halfway up that last hill. That was enough for me.
It was like a never-ending, winding road, but whew.
Feeling like we've accomplished something pretty amazing, and the funds that we've raised and the awareness that we've created around the two charities that sort of offsets the pain in the legs, but an amazing time with some great people.
Just super impressive, and it typifies what this whole week's about, which is it's a challenge not just for the strong people but also for the people who've achieved more than they could have ever imagined. So, you know, kudos to them. Awesome.
Rising with you. Yeah.
We all got through it as a team, got there in the end, and obviously raising a lot of money for charity. You know, over $900,000. Another great year that we can support the kids.
What an extraordinary 7-day journey, covering 1,000 kilometres to raise funds for children in need. We'd like to extend a heartfelt appreciation to our wonderful sponsors and donors for their commitment to making a difference to the lives of children in need. We're extremely grateful for your dedication. Congratulations to all the participants, and our sincere gratitude to everyone who contributed to the tremendous success of the 2024 Sydney Chain Reaction Challenge. This feat is undeniably remarkable. Our riders deserve a special recognition, as this accomplishment would not have been possible without them. Congratulations, and we eagerly anticipate your return in the years ahead.